Welcome into the second game of the afternoon between the IU Southeast Grenadiers and IU Kokomo Cougars. IU Southeast wins the tip, and they will start the game on offense. J.J. Reed has the ball. He gets it up to Armani Carr. Reed gets it to Lauterball. Under 10, Lauterball with a little jumper. Off, rebounded by Kokomo. Kokomo looks to push. Stolen by Armani Carr. Carr gets it up to Reed. Reed back to Carr. Down to Lauterball. Lauterball gets it out to Kayla Brown. Kayla Brown 4-3. Good. Kayla Brown starts a scoring 4-3. IU Southeast leads. Kokomo looks to push. A three-point shot from the Cougars. Shot by number 5, Kretz. Missed rebound by Carr. Carr looks to push. Gets a high ball screen from Hadaway. Carr gets into the lane. Lays it in for 2. Armani Carr lays it in. Timeout Kokomo. IU Southeast leads with 18:55 to go in the first half. 5-0. We will be right back. Welcome back in. Kokomo has the ball. IU Southeast currently leads 5-0. The ball will be brought up by Hunter Jackson. Guarded by Armani Carr at the volleyball line. He gets it to Willis. Willis off 2. Down low to Newman. Newman off the top. Tipped. Kokomo gets the rebound by Anman, and it's blocked by Ethan Hadaway. Rebounded by Hadaway. Up to Carr. IU Southeast's defense has been good early, and their offense has also looked good. Brown, a deep 3. Missed. Lauterball fighting for the rebound. Out of bounds. Will go to Kokomo. So far, IU Southeast's defense has been pretty solid, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, both sides of the ball, they've looked really good, able to put up 5 points before IUK has been able to put up 1. But big story of the game today, Tyler, Kobe Hendricks sits just 4 points away from 1,000 career, but unfortunately an injury is going to hold him back from playing too much, and that's why he's not starting in today's game.
Absolutely. Kokomo on offense. They get it up to Newman for 3. Max Newman's 3's off. Rebounded by Lauterball. What a great lockout by Lane. He's looked good early. They get up to Brown in transition. He's got 3 early for the Grenadiers. He gets it to Carr. With Hendricks on the bench, Armani Carr has been in direction of the offense. Carr gets it off to Lauterball. Back to Reed. If the Grenadiers have any chance to win today without Hendricks playing too many minutes, J.J. Reed and Armani Carr have got to be the offense for the Grenadiers. J.J. Reed with 5 on the clock. Gets it out to Brown. Brown for 3. In and out. Rebounded by Joseph Anand Jr. Gets it up to Jackson. Jackson looks to set up the offense. He gets it to Newman. Out to Willis. Willis with a little jumper from the free throw line. Off. Rebounded by Carr. So far, IUK cannot find the bottom of the net. We're almost 3 minutes in. Armani Carr leads the offense for the Grenadiers. He's screened off by Jackson and Newman. They get it up to Lauterball at the top. Lauterball looks to get it into Hadaway. He does not. He gets it out to J.J. Reed. J.J. Reed into the lane. Scoops and misses. Rebounded by Anand. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson looks to push. He gets up to Newman and a great pass down. And a dunk from Joseph Anand Jr. and IUK's on the board. That's a pretty thunderous way to get your first points of the day.
Yeah, I would say, that was just a great display of offense from the Cougars there. Stopping J.J. Reed in the paint, too, also pretty impressive defensively. Not too many men can stop J.J. Reed up there.
Lauterball with a great move. It's going to miss short. Reed tips it up. Rebounded by J.J. Reed. He gets it out to Brown. Brown open for 3. Off, but it's going to be a foul on Ethan Hadaway. Going the other way. And Coach Wiley Brown is not happy with Caleb so far with that shot, as he told him that there was somebody else open down low and he wanted them to dish it around, but Caleb's taken some shots early. He's sunk 1. We're going to have him today if we're going to win. But Kokomo is back on offense trying to cut into this 3-point Southeast lead. And that call a foul on, it's going to be on Lane Lauterball, his first. See a lot of contact there, but it's called, and Ty Willis will go to the line for IUK with a chance to get his first. And Willis converts the first shot, 5-3.
That's something we saw against OKC last week. Couple early fouls.
As Willis converts both, and the lead is down to 1. Ball is into J.J. Reed. He gets it to Armani Carr, as Carr will bring it up. Guarded by Jackson. Picked up half-court pressure. Gets it off to Brown. Brown back to Lauterball. IUK is guarding at the volleyball line all day so far. They're going to play tight defense and force the Grenadiers every shot to be tough. And Newman comes off. Hadaway's wide open, and the pass is too high from Lauterball. He had Hadaway wide open down low. Just could not complete the pass. IUK could take the lead with any sort of shot here as Jackson brings it up. He gets it to Willis. He gets it down to Newman. Newman guarded by Hadaway. A nice swing pass to Willis. Willis gets into the lane. Goes in against Hadaway. Missed. Great defense by Ethan Hadaway. Cleared by Lane Lauterball, and he looks to push. He gets it to Carr. They have Hadaway streaking, but Carr slows it down. High ball screen by Lauterball. Gets it to J.J. Reed in the wing. J.J. Reed gets into the lane. Pass out to Lauterball in the corner. Armani Carr resets the offense with 15 seconds on the shot clock. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. A great pass down low to Ethan Hadaway. Ethan Hadaway lays it up. Grenadiers go back up by 3.
Grenadiers defensively, there's been some moments of shakiness, but offensively, they look really good so far.
A lot of open shots early. If the Grenadiers can continue to do that, they're going to have a good day. And a great defense right there by Caleb Brown as Max Newman misses the 3, rebounded by J.J. Reed. J.J. Reed, great pass down to Hadaway, stolen by Willis, but it will stay with the Grenadiers. And so far early, it looks like they want to get the ball to Hadaway. He's streaked, and he's found a couple open lanes down low. We have a timeout. We will be right back. 14:47 to go, 7-4, IUS.
Louisiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
Welcome back in. 14:47 to go in the first half. IU Southeast will have a baseline out to add to their lead. Caleb Brown will take it out for the Grenadiers. He's got 3 early points. Hadaway is open down low. He gets it into Lane Lauterball in the corner. Lauterball looks to separate. He gets it up to Armani Carr. Down to 15 on the shot clock. He is guarded closely by Jackson at the volleyball line. He gets it to J.J. Reed. Lauterball gets into the lane. A great take from Lane Lauterball, and he lays it in. His first 2 points of the day. Leads up to 9-4 IU Southeast. Matchup to watch early so far, Zach, I've noticed is J.J. Reed and Joseph Amon Jr. They almost are the same height. They look like they're the same athletic ability, and they pretty good athletes on each other all night. It's going to be interesting to see how that matchup goes.
We have a couple of matchups like that so far. That 3 is made by number 15, Max Newman, for the Cougars. I think Newman and Hadaway are another similar matchup, similar in height.
Similar in build as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So far, been a pretty good matchup. J.J. Reed gets it down low. Nice little turnaround jumper. Missed. Rebounded by Armani Carr. He goes flying in. Gets it into Lauterball down low. Great spin move. Lane Lauterball lays it in. He's got 4. Grenadiers lead 11-7. 13:45 to go. What a move from Lane Lauterball, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, for his size, he's looked really athletic here. He's been able to swerve in and out of the defense, put up a couple shots. It's going to be big for the Grenadiers all night tonight.
Lane Lauterball's free throw is off the rim and out, rebounded by number 4, a new check-in for the Cougars, which is Noah Harris. That foul was on Ty Willis. Newman with the turnarounder blocked by Hadaway. Stolen by Armani Carr. He's got a breakaway. Armani Carr with the jam. And the Grenadiers lead 13-7. That brought the house down, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, Grenadier fans are excited there. Lauterball almost able to recover that.
Double dribble. We've got some energy in the building. IU Southeast has looked good early without Jacoby Hendricks. If they can keep this up, they've got a shot for the upset today.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at the records going into today, IU Kokomo currently sits at 8-1. Grenadiers sitting at 4-6. So if they're able to pull out a win here tonight, definitely catch some people by surprise.
Some good momentum early in this conference season. Gets the ball into Caleb Brown. He gets it out to Lauterball. Lauterball gets in the lane, gets it to Brown. Carr's open. Carr passes it to J.J. Reed, guarded by Noah Harris. Reed and Harris going at it in on the block. J.J. Reed off, rebounded by the Cougars. Willis looks like he could have walked there, and they're going to call a foul on Lane Lauterball. They kind of called that after he missed the shot. Coach Wiley Brown not pleased with that call, but Willis will go to the line. We have got some subs for the Kokomo Cougars, as Chris Chin is also now checked in for the Cougars, as well as number 22, Dell DeMyers. Ty Willis will go to the line for the Cougars. His first shot is off. Jaden Johnson checks in for the Grenadiers, subbing out for Lane Lauterball. Lane Lauterball looked good early for the Grenadiers, but 2 early fouls. That's going to be something to watch, not even halfway through this first half.
And that's something we saw last week with J.J. Reed, early fouls. Eventually ended up fouling out of the game. Something the Grenadiers can't do tonight with the injury to Jacoby Hendricks.
Absolutely. Ty Willis' second shot is good. Lead is down 13-8 now. Armani Carr directing the offense. He gets it to Reed. A nice screen set by Jaden Johnson. He was open. Hadaway at the top. Gets runs the weave to Reed, to Armani Carr for three. Off. Ethan Hadaway had it in his hands, and it goes out of bounds. Hadaway's looked good down low. He's been able to get a couple offensive rebounds. He's made it a tough matchup down low for the Cougars, and now he is the tallest player in the game with Newman checking out.
I mean, standing at 6'9", it's hard to stop somebody with that much height.
Absolutely. And Ty Willis drives straight through the lane with his shoulder, and now Armani Carr is down, holding his knee. That is not good. Almost looked like a push-off.
Yeah, I mean, Carr looks like he's in a lot of pain. And, I mean, really kind of an aggressive push in.
It was an aggressive take. It definitely could have been an offensive foul. Richard Lang will check in for Ethan Hadaway. Armani Carr is down, and this is not going to help the Grenadiers with Jacoby Hendricks' minutes being limited today. Armani Carr was going to be the main ball handler for the Grenadiers, and he is currently down. They are going to get him up. He is up, and they're going to take him to the training room, it looks like. Hadaway, and fill-in trainer tonight is Jennifer Pullman, subbing in for Kristen, and hopefully nothing too much for Armani. That would be a bad loss for the Grenadiers.
I mean, 100%. I mean, like you said, he was going to be the main ball handler here tonight, main playmaker. It's just hard to see, especially already not having Jacoby Hendricks being able to play the full game. I mean,
and Jacoby Hendricks, that will force the hand of Wiley Brown. And Jacoby Hendricks is in for Armani Carr. He gets it to Jaden Johnson with a great swing pass to J.J. Reed. He thought about the three. He did not take it. He had his man beat as well. We do have a mismatch with J.J. Reed being guarded by the smaller man, and that's going to be a foul on number 2, Chris Chin, his first of the night. That was a huge mismatch for J.J. Reed, and what a great job right there by Caleb Brown attacking that, getting it down to him. We will have a baseline out for the Grenadiers, as now Grenadiers will also have a sub as Caleb Brown goes to the bench. He will be subbed out by number 14, Nolan Davenport. Tipped out of bounds by the Cougars' Dell DeMyers. And now it will be a side out for the Grenadiers with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. 11:49 in this game. He gets the ball into J.J. Reed. We got to get J.J. Reed going here. He's got no points so far on the night. He gets it to Hendricks. Hendricks is only 4 points away from 1,000. He's being guarded at the top of the key. He passes it to J.J. Reed, a great swing pass. Nolan Davenport for three. Good. Davenport checks right in, and he gets a three. Davenport scores. He's got 3 on the night. 16-10. Grenadiers lead. IU Kokomo looks to shorten this 6-point lead as they are swinging the ball around at the top of the key, running a 3-man weave offense. They get it up to Chin at the top, down to Newman. Newman down low. It'll be interesting to see. He's got a pretty big size difference on Richard Lang, and a great left-handed take from Willis. And now Jaden Johnson has fallen. We have to get that cleaned up as it's wet down there as Jaden Johnson slipped, and the referees will call.
I mean, it's good to see Jaden Johnson just hop right back up, though, after that fall, you know.
If that was the case, we would have been in a little trouble, Zach.
I think we would have been, Tyler. I think we would have been in more than a little trouble. Jaden Johnson, very fun freshman to watch, and I think he can do a lot for this team.
We're going to need him today. Jacoby Hendricks has got the ball for the Grenadiers. He will be guarded full court by DeMyers of the Cougars. High ball screen set by Richard Lang. We did not see Richard in the game last Saturday, and a great cut from J.J. Reed. If he can contain it, that's going to be off Kokomo. It's going to be a good job by J.J. Reed. The pass was kind of, he couldn't corral it, and he was crowded enough to throw it off Willis of the Cougars, and it will be a baseline out.
Just really impressive for him to be able to have to be in the state of mind to make that decision.
J.J. Reed, a little mad at himself there. He got down to the block. Tough defense, guarded by Noah Harris, and could not get the ball over him. And there is going to be a foul. I think it's going to be on Richard Lang, and Wiley Brown cannot believe it. He is displeased. I mean, he jumped into Richard.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really that Richard Lang could have done there to prevent that. I mean, I can't imagine Wiley's too happy, but
and he's not. But that first free throw, that was a wide right miss of the rim, and number 22, DeMeyers' second free throw is good, nothing but net. And the lead is down to 3. DeMeyers has got his first point of the night. For the Grenadiers, we are down almost halfway through this first quarter, and Jacoby Hendricks looks to maybe get on the board with this offensive possession. They have not looked to him yet. Jaden Johnson has the ball. Gets it up to Richard Lang at the top. Richard Lang looking for some help. He gets it to Davenport. Davenport gets in. He gets it to Reed. Reed 4-3. Missed. And rebounded by Anand. Up to Willis. Willis back to Anand. Anand wide open. It's going to be a foul on J.J. Reed, but Richard Lang blocked the shot enough to keep it from being an and one. It's going to be a timeout on the floor with 9:59 to go. IU Southeast lead 16-13. We are back with just under halfway here in the first half. And Joseph Anand Jr. is at the line for the Cougars. His first shot is good. He's got 2 on the night. Still got to get J.J. Reed and Jacoby Hendricks going, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, those are two guys that, I mean, Jacoby's not going to be able to play this full game. At least that was the plan with an injury to his shoulder. But J.J. Reed's really somebody that's got to get going and start putting points up on the board. He's a big part of their offense, whether or not they have Jacoby on the floor.
Absolutely. J.J. Reed checks out. Lane Lauterball back in. He's got to play defense without fouling. And Lane gets into the lane. He corrals it. Stolen by the Cougars. DeMeyers, he gets in the lane. Jacoby Hendricks does a great job slowing him down, and it goes off of Jaden Johnson, though. That's good defense by Jacoby Hendricks. It will be interesting, Zach, to see what they do with Jacoby Hendricks now with Armani Carr still in the training room, is yet to come back out.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say.
So we'll see what happens. But Nolan Davenport is getting some minutes here, and they're meaningful. And IU Kokomo takes their first lead of the night off a three-pointer from Ty Willis. He has 7. And Jacoby Hendricks got to get on the board for the Grenadiers. 4 away from 1,000. Jacoby's first shot is off. And that's going to be off of IU Kokomo. What a great job by Lane Lauterball. Saves it. And the Grenadiers will have another chance to cut into this 2-point lead.
And, I mean, really the highlight for the Grenadiers so far has been Lane Lauterball. I mean, both sides of the ball, he's been great. Just need to get everybody else going.
Absolutely. As now J.J. Reed is checked back in for Jaden Johnson. Johnson goes to the bench. Jacoby Hendricks gets in the lane, and a nice pass to J.J. Reed, a power dribble, and he loses it down low. Stolen by Anand. Willis out and running. Lauterball cannot foul here. He does not. Great defense by Lane Lauterball, and forces them fast break miss from Willis. Ethan Hadaway at the table to check in. J.J. Reed had a wide open shot. He did not take it. He gets a little bit closer. He takes that one, and J.J. Reed just can't get on track early.
Doesn't have the feel for the ball right now. I mean, I'm sure he'll find it. I mean, he's a good enough player to check back in with himself and find the feel for that ball, but just so far he has not had it.
Absolutely, and that's an offensive foul. I've been waiting for them to call that all night on Willis. How many times has he ducked his shoulder, and that time Jacoby Hendricks takes the charge, going the other way. That will be Ty Willis's second foul of the night, and that's to watch. He's the leading scorer for the Cougars, and that's 2 fouls. So the Grenadiers, with 8:32 to go, can take the lead with a three-pointer or tie it with 2. We've got to get on the board, and we've got to get our guys going. This has been a low-scoring affair so far in this game. Jacoby Hendricks bringing the ball up for the Grenadiers. He's looking to set it up. He dribbles between his legs. He's got Lane Lauterball with a smaller defender on him and Hunter Jackson. Lauterball gets into the lane. A great pass to J.J. Reed, who gets down in the lane. Reed loses the ball, picked up by Hadaway. Lost, and Hadaway and J.J. Reed are laying on top of each other. J.J. Reed is down, and he is not back up yet. 3, missed, rebounded by Hendricks. J.J. Reed's hair ties came out, and he's got hair all in his face. Maybe this is what J.J. Reed needed to get going. And one, J.J. Reed. I say leave the hair tie on the floor, Zach. I don't even know how he saw.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe his eyesight was getting in the way. Maybe he needed something to block, to focus more on the feel of the ball. Who knows?
And J.J. Reed, well, he heard us. He's tying his hair back up. But
Yeah,
J.J. Reed ties it up, and he can give us the lead here.
I'd say that's probably a good idea. I wouldn't listen to really our advice either, Tyler. I'll
Absolutely
be
not.
honest.
But, hey, we'll take it. We'll take an and one. J.J. Reed's free throw is good. Grenadiers take a 19-18 lead. J.J. Reed gets his first 3 points. And the Grenadiers have got to play defense. Ball is being brought up by Chris Chin. And a deep three from DeMyers is in and out. Anand jumps over Hadaway, but it's going to be rebounded by J.J. Reed. Jacoby Hendricks and the Grenadiers offense look to run. Slow down. Hendricks gets into the lane. Oh, what a nice move from Jacoby Hendricks. Missed. Rebounded Hadaway. Out to Davenport. Up to Reed. Slows it down. 15 on the shot clock. Grenadiers have some time. J.J. Reed looks to reestablish possession of the ball for the Grenadiers. They get it up to Lauterball. Lauterball for 3. Off. Chris Chin lets it go. And 17-16 left in the first half. Grenadiers lead 19-18. Still really just nobody can get a lot of offensive flow going, Zach.
No, I mean, to be really over halfway through the first half, only having...
Nobody's to 20 points yet. I mean,
Yeah.
we're close, but Hadaway got to stay straight up and down, and he did. Great job on Joseph Anand, who got by him. Hadaway used his height. That's what you've got to do. Guard without fouling, and that looked like a foul on Chin.
Yeah, that was a
Lauterball
pretty hard
looking for
contact.
3 for Hendricks, missed. I mean, Lane Lauterball was looking for a foul there and didn't get anything. Chin looks to run. Chin gets in the lane, and that's going to be a foul on J.J. Reed, I hope. Lane Lauterball was in there as well. We'll see who they call the foul on. Foul's on 5, J.J. Reed. That will be his second foul of the night. 6 total fouls for the Grenadiers, 4 for the Kokomo Cougars. Chris Chin goes to the line to score his first points of the afternoon. In and out. First shot is missed.
I mean, there haven't really been very many shots of any kinds made. We haven't seen a whole lot of three-pointers, whole lot of layups. Really, free throws have been missed quite a bit. There have been quite a few opportunities and just not a whole lot made.
Absolutely. And Chin's second shot is good. He's got on the board with 1 point now. It's 6:38 to go. 19-19 is now tied up. Jacoby Hendricks gets it off to J.J. Reed down to Lauterball. Lane Lauterball's getting guarded very hard by Hunter Jackson. He keeps trying to go through his chest, and he does not. Gets it to Reed in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reed's got to make a move. He's got the smaller defender on him. He gets it to Brown in the corner for 3. Brown buries another corner 3. Grenadiers push the lead back up 2-3. Caleb Brown's hit 2 corner 3 early here in the first half for the Grenadiers. We've got to have that.
Yeah, I mean, he looked to be hot to start the game, lost the feel a little bit. Looks like he's right back to where he was, making another 3.
Jacoby Hendricks steals it away to Lane Lauterball. Lauterball's got to dish the ball. He gets it to Hadaway. Hadaway wide open, streaking. Ethan Hadaway, great control. Timeout, IUK. Grenadiers lead 24-19, 5:43 to go in the first half. We'll be right back. We are back in. IUK has the ball with 5:43 to go here in the first half. 24-19, Grenadiers currently lead. And we have still yet to see Armani Carr make his return back to the bench as the trainer is out. So maybe at halftime we can get some clarity as to what's going on with Armani Carr for you listeners at home. Chris Chin has the ball for IUK. And the Grenadiers have now switched to a zone themselves. We saw the women do this earlier, and it worked well for them. The corner three from Jackson. Good, Hunter Jackson, 4-3. That's his first points of the night. And that's what a zone can do. If you move the ball around, three-point shots will be open. It's just up to the team that's being guarded that way to make it. Swing pass to Reed from Hendricks. Ethan Hadaway with a high ball screen. J.J. Reed gets in the lane. Tipped by DeMyers. It's going to be out of bounds. It will stay with IUS. They should get a fresh shot clock here.
I mean, something that's a little surprising so far, yet to see Jacoby Hendricks put up a point.
He's taken a couple shots. They haven't been bad shots, but he just hasn't been able to find the bottom of the net.
I just wonder if maybe the problem that he's having with his shoulders making him a little bit more hesitant to shoot the ball. I would assume he'd probably wouldn't want to run up.
Absolutely. For everybody listening at home that did not see the news, J.J. Reed, or Jacoby Hendricks did win National NAIA Player of the Week for basketball after his 45-point outing against Brescia. The Grenadiers currently still hold a 2-point lead. IUK with the ball. Hunter Jackson gets it to number 4, Noah Harris. DeMyers, step back three, off. Grenadiers got to control the rebound. It's rebounded by Hadaway. Ethan Hadaway's played a pretty solid game so far early.
He has.
He's got 4 points, and he's corralled quite a few rebounds, play good defense. Hendricks gets it to Lauterball on the wing. Reed down in the corner with a screen from Lauterball. Gets it to Hendricks. Hendricks had the shot, passed it. He gets down in the lane. A little jumper for Jacoby Hendricks is on the board. Jacoby Hendricks scores his first point of the night.
That makes him just 2 away, Tyler.
2 away from 1,000 for Jacoby Hendricks. Grenadiers push the lead up to 4 with 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Kayla Brown out on Evan Kretz. Gets it back to Jackson. Jackson looks for Newman down low. Newman on Hadaway. Hadaway holding his own. Kicked by J.J. Reed, and that will be... We're going to have a sub. Jaden Johnson will check in as well as a timeout. We will get the substitutions to you in just a second. With 3:46 to go, IU Southeast leads 26-22. We are back in. IUK will have the ball with a fresh 20 after a kickball violation by J.J. Reed. Grenadiers currently hold a 4-point lead. We are getting close to halftime here. This has been a pretty good first quarter, low scoring, very good on defensive, and a great play out of the timeout. Kretz is open, missed the three, rebounded by Brown. That was lucky for the Grenadiers as Kretz had a different area. He was in a different area code, and he was wide open. Hendricks looking for some help. He was stopped by Chin. They get it back to Hendricks. See if this can get him going. Oh, a tough swing pass to Reed. Call an offensive foul on, cannot see, we're going to call an offensive foul on Kayla Brown. That will be his first foul of the afternoon. I couldn't see, there was kind of tussle in the lane down there. I couldn't really see what happened.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what happened. Focus more on what was happening with the ball, but I did see quite a lot of movement down there in the corner.
Absolutely. Either way, Kokomo will have the ball with 3:20 to go. They get it down to Newman with a down ball screen set by Harris. Looks like the Cougars are trying to get the ball down low. They ran a same play there to two different guys trying to get the ball down to the block. It did not work. Grenadiers do a great job of keeping them on the three-point line. DeMyers has the ball. He gets into the lane, stolen by Kayla Brown. He's going to slow it down and get it to Jacoby Hendricks. Grenadiers need to get another bucket here. See if we can keep pushing this lead out. We've played some pretty good defense so far on the Cougars, keeping them out of the lane.
I mean, Ethan Hadaway's been big, just applying pressure with just how much mass he has.
And they tried to get it down to Hadaway, and it was tipped and stolen by Chin. Chin gets down in the lane, and he scores. Timeout, Wiley Brown. And Nolan Davenport will check back in for the Grenadiers. 2:31 left in the first half. Grenadiers lead 26-24. We are back here, and the clock never started as, come on, Griff. I mean, Austin Griffin, our friend down there on the clock, didn't get it started. And he's raising his hands at us.
After a mistake like that, maybe.
Hey, we're shouting you out on the radio, Griff.
Maybe
I'm sorry.
former friend Austin Griffin. I mean,
yeah, that's like a demotion in friendship right there. You can't start the clock. And now we've got it going. Down to Davenport on the block. He gets it out to Reed. Davenport looks to reestablish the offense. He gets it to Jacoby Hendricks. Gonna have a high ball screen by Hadaway. Hendricks gets into the lane with a great pass to Jaden Johnson, who goes flying in, blocked by Newman. Jaden Johnson went up strong, just could not convert. And a dunk from the Cougars. Noah Harris and the Grenadiers, and the Cougars are tied with 1:55 to go. Jacoby Hendricks pulls it up. He's got 2 on the night. He's only 2 away from 1,000. We'll see if he can get it here. A high ball screen from Jaden Johnson. Gets it to Davenport. Back down in the corner to Reed. Reed's got 3. Reed into the lane. And a great take from J.J. Reed. He's got 5 by number 5. Grenadiers take back the lead, 28-26.
I mean, that's what makes J.J. Reed such a valuable player. It's almost impossible to stop him.
He's just so athletic. He's just so athletic down there. It's hard to find a matchup for him. And if he can continue to do that, the Grenadiers will be just fine. Chris Chin gets his dribble picked up, and a nice screen by Kretz. Hadaway almost blocked the shot, but it's finished by DeMeyers. We're tied back at 28. Jacoby Hendricks brings the ball up for the Grenadiers. We are going to be taking down to 1 minute to go here in the first half. Tied at 28. Get the ball to Jaden Johnson. Johnson down to J.J. Reed. Gets it back to Hendricks. We've got 13 on the shot clock. Hadaway is trying to screen off Newman. That's been a great matchup all game. J.J. Reed back in the lane. A nice spin move. A great pass out to Johnson for 3. In for Jaden Johnson for 3. The Grenadiers needed that. IU Southeast takes a 3-point lead. We are down to 35 seconds to go here in the first half. Chris Chin directing the offense for the Cougars. Kretz gets it out to Newman. Newman looking for some help. He gets it to Harris. Harris dunked it for his first points of the night. Hadaway and Newman going back at it, and that is a brawl, and Ethan Hadaway forces him to turn it over, and the Grenadiers can take the last shot with 15 seconds to go in the first half. Jacoby Hendricks will slow the ball down for the Grenadiers. He gets it to Davenport. Davenport up to Jaden Johnson, who just hit the 3 to give the Grenadiers the lead. We're down to 5, 4, 3, blocked. 2, and the half-court shot by the Cougars will not go in. We are at halftime here. IU Southeast leads IU Kokomo 31-28. We will be right back. We'll try to get an update on Armani Carr's injury for you folks at home.
All right, back after halftime. Just want to get everyone caught up on the point totals. Hunter Jackson leading the charge for the Cougars with 10, followed by Joseph Anand Jr. with 4. For the Grenadiers, Caleb Brown leads with 6, followed by J.J. Reed with 5. Armani Carr, Lane Lauterball, and Ethan Attaway all have 4.
For some percentages from a team standpoint for the Grenadiers are 13 of 32 for 40% from the field, 4 of 14, 28% for 3. The Cougars are 9 of 23 for 39% from the field, and 3 of 10 for 30% from three-point land. Joseph Anand has the ball for the Cougars, and he gets the scoring started. The lead's down to 1. Joseph Anand, that'll be his 6th point of the game for Anand. Grenadiers lead 31-30. Lane Lauterball gets the ball to J.J. Reed off to Brown. Brown gets it back to Lauterball at the top. Grenadiers have stuck here a little bit on offense. They are down to 10 on the shot clock. Lauterball looking for help. He gets it to Hendricks. We've got 8, 7, 6. Jacoby Hendricks drives into the lane. Nobody there. Throws it away. We're not even a minute in, and the Cougars could take a lead. A turnover by Jacoby Hendricks. I thought he was going to take that one.
Yeah, it just seemed like a little bit of miscommunication. Seems like he was looking for J.J. Reed out there, but J.J. had already cut. There was nobody there to receive that pass.
Absolutely, and the Cougars can take a lead with any type of basket here. Willis gets into the lane, looks to pass it to Anand, and a nice turnaround, one-hand shot from Ty Willis. He's got 12, and a baseball pass to Reed does not work. And now Kokomo's off and running on a kickball. Little sloppy for the Grenadiers out here to start, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, coming out after halftime, it does not look like the Grenadiers had quite as good of a game plan as the Cougars. Or maybe they're just not executing the game plan to the level that we're used to seeing them execute it.
Absolutely. I'm sure it will get cleaned up. This has been a very good basketball game so far, and I expect the same thing through the second half. Cougars having trouble getting it in, and they get it into Anand. Anand up to Newman. To the corner to Willis. Willis with a little jumper. Does not count, and Anand comes flying in, blocked by Attaway. And they say the ball was last touched by the Cougars, and it's going to IUS. Jacoby Hendricks being guarded, full court pressure by Jackson. Hendricks has not been able to really get anything going today so far. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Jackson. Stay with the Grenadiers. Jacoby Hendricks is 2 points away from 1,000, so we will see if he can get that here in the second half. Grenadiers are going to win. He's going to have to. With Armani Carr going down in the first, they've got to have him. And Hunter Jackson was holding Hendricks, but no call. Attaway had the position down on Newman. Lane Lauterball looking for some help, being guarded by Willis. A nice spin move in. We've seen Lane Lauterball do that a couple times tonight. He spin moves, and the Grenadiers take the lead back. Lane Lauterball, he's got 6. Jacoby Hendricks, Caleb Brown on the floor, and they're going to call a hold on Caleb Brown. That will be Caleb Brown's 2nd foul of the night. About 2 minutes in, it's been kind of a sloppy second half so far.
Yeah, and I mean, usually, you'd going into the second half, you'd guess that you'd see a much bigger score than what's on the scoreboard right now, but neither team has really been able to get anything going.
Absolutely, and that was a baseline out. They got it down to Willis, and it was blocked by Caleb Brown, so the ball will stay with the Kokomo Cougars. Be another baseline out for IUK. Gets it up to Hunter Jackson. Hunter Jackson gets a ball screen from Kretz. Kretz down to Willis. Down to Newman. Newman had position on Attaway. This has been a great battle all day, and Newman's going to dribble it off his own foot, and it's going out of bounds. Whoa! No, and they say that it is off Ethan Attaway. Coach Wiley Brown cannot believe it. I cannot believe he just dribbled that off his own foot.
Clearly, I could see from up here it was off his own foot. I don't know what the official saw, but I can't agree with that call.
And it's going to be rebounded by Attaway. And there's going to be a foul on Hunter Jackson. It's a hard foul by Jackson. Coach Wiley Brown is not happy, and he's asking for a little bit of clear up on that call.
But, Tyler, like I've said before, and I'll continue to say, ball don't lie.
The ball does not lie, and we got the ball back, and we got a foul on Jackson, and that will be Hunter Jackson's 3rd foul. Oh, that would be Hunter Jackson's first foul. Oh, J.J. Reed goes flying in, and that's going to be a foul. We've got to keep having J.J. Reed attack the rim. You can't stop him when he gets up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, he's so big and so athletic, it's just pretty much impossible for anybody to stop him on there. Kokomo's done a good job at a couple instances, but, I mean, gets the foul here, able to extend the Grenadier lead a little bit.
Absolutely. J.J. Reed pours it in. He's got 6, leads up to 2, and Jacoby Hendricks is still in the game, so it'll be interesting to see how much time he gets here in the second half. J.J. Reed is looking to extend his point total to 7, which will make him the leading scorer for the Grenadiers tonight. And it's off the front. Rebounded by Newman. Up to Chin. Chin looks to the offense. They get it. Newman is going to go straight to the basket. Him and Hadaway are battling, and he cannot get it. Anand with the rebound. Blocked by J.J. Reed. J.J. Reed looks to push. What great defense Ethan Hadaway has played tonight. He has not allowed Newman to really do anything. Caleb Brown has the ball, guarded by Chin. He's got the size difference on him. If he can keep it, he shoots it, and he had the size there, Zach. Just didn't look like he was under control.
Yeah, it just seemed like he kind of rushed himself and wasn't able to get that shot.
Newman hasn't been able to score on Hadaway down low, but that's the second time he's scored on him with a 3, and Newman pours in a 3. He's got 6, so every point has came from the three-point line. Oh, Lauterball with a nice turnaround, and he's going to be fouled by Kretz. Lane Lauterball will go to the line with a chance to tie the game for the Grenadiers and give them the lead if he can make both shots. I mean, Ethan Hadaway has played great defense down low on Newman tonight. How many shots has he made him miss? 3 or 4 at least.
Yeah, I mean, down in the paint, like, Hadaway's done a great job, has been burned by the 3 a couple times, though.
That's all Newman's points. Yeah, it's 2 threes. And Richard Lang will check in for Ethan Hadaway. Lane Lauterball's second shot is good. Lane has 8 for the Grenadiers, and he is the high scorer for the Grenadiers, and they take back a 36-35 lead with 16:40 here in the second half. Jacoby Hendricks guarding Chris Chin. Going to lay off the pressure a little bit. He's going to pick him back up at the volleyball line. Myers back in for the Cougars. He gets in on Richard Lang. Richard Lang is going to cause a lot of people to stay out of the lane with that long reach of his. Blocked by Caleb Brown, and that's going to be corralled by Lane Lauterball. Back to Hendricks. Grenadiers can add to their lead. A cross-court pass to the corner to Reed. Reed will slow it down. He gets it to Lauterball at the top. Lane looks to make a move. He's had a very nice game today. He's got the smaller chin on him if he can make a move here and get in. Looks like Richard Lang has the ball. He gets it back to Lane. Lane with a nice little jumper in and out. And everything but the bottom of the net.
That hurts. That hurts to watch. It's got to be hurt to watch. It's got to hurt to watch for Lane Lauterball as well. I mean, that shot had every intention of going in and just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
It was good offense by the Grenadiers. A three-pointer miss by Newman. Richard Lang's length definitely played a factor in that shot. He had to shoot it over him. But it was a good play design there by Lane Lauterball's last shot. He ran a ball screen around Richard, and Richard set a good screen. Gets it up to Brown at the top. Caleb Brown for 3. Good! He gets the home bounce. Caleb Brown for 3. And the Grenadiers leads up to 4. Caleb Brown's got 9, all coming from the three-point line. Grenadiers need another stop here. And a 3 from Jackson. He answers it right back, and the lead's back down to 1. He won up just there, Zach.
He did. Grenadiers still hold the lead, though. They got to look for a way to extend it.
I get it right back down to Caleb Brown. He's got a complete mismatch with Chin on him. I mean, he's got 3 or 4 inches on him. But J.J. Reed goes back in the lane, and that's going to be a foul on Anand. Anand wanted to push on Reed, but they're not going to get it. J.J. Reed goes to the line. He's got 6 on the night. We need J.J. to make both of these to push the lead back to 3.
Yes, we do.
Wiley Brown is still upset about that out-of-bounds call. This is the first time he's kind of been able to talk to the ref who gave it back to Kokomo.
I mean, he's a fiery individual. Anyone who's been around him or definitely played for him knows that he's got some fire to him. And
absolutely. J.J. Reed makes his first free throw. He's got 7. Newman checks out. Noah Harris checks in for the Cougars. Be interesting to see now with a little bit of a smaller lineup in if the Grenadiers want to go to Richard Lang down low.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Lang is just lanky as can be, and he's got plenty of height and a large wingspan.
Absolutely. Kokomo trying to cut this lead back down. They get it down to Anand, guarded by Lang. Lang, oh, I thought he blocked it, but Anand lays it in. Leads back down to 1. Anand's been good for the Cougars. He's got 6. Jacoby Hendricks being guarded tightly by Jackson. Still waiting for Jacoby to score his first points of the second half, and it could have come here. It cannot, but a rebound and tip back in. Lane Lauterball, he's got 10. First player in double figures for the Grenadiers. Grenadiers push the lead back 2-3. And they call a reach-in foul on J.J. Reed. It's going to be a close foul, but that will be on J.J. Reed. We will be right back after the media timeout. 14:15 to go. Grenadiers lead 43-40. We are back after the media timeout. 14:15 to go. 43-40. Grenadiers lead. We have a baseline out for the Kokomo Cougars that will be taken out by DeMeyers. Looking for help, and it's going to be stolen. What a great job by the Grenadiers. Stolen.
And this could be.
And J.J. Reed goes up, and he almost converted the end one. He tried to lay that one in. He was going to try to bring the house down on that one. Stopped by Anand, but that's going to be Anand's third foul. That's something to watch. He definitely looks like Kokomo's best defender so far. He's done a good job of keeping things out of the paint, and they're going to have to check him out, I think. J.J. Reed's going to the line. He has a chance to get into double figures.
In this second half, Anand's been the biggest threat for Kokomo on both sides of the ball. So,
absolutely.
If the Grenadiers can get him out of the game, I'm sure they'd be willing and pretty excited to do so.
Nolan Davenport and Jaden Johnson checked in for the Grenadiers, subbing out Richard Lang and Caleb Brown. Max Newman will check in for the Grenadiers, replacing Joseph Anand Jr. J.J. Reed's first shot is good. J.J. Reed's got 9 on the night. He could tie Lane Lauterball for the team lead with 10 points if he can convert on this second free throw. Lead is up to 44-40.
And I have something to say about how J.J. Reed's been shooting free throws tonight, but I think I'm going to save it for after this one.
Don't you dare. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. You know, when you think about it, it can still. See, I knew it. You thought about it, and you should have just said it.
I was thinking about it.
And that's the announcer's jinx right there. I can't believe you said that, Zach.
I'm not in the clear state of mind right now. I'm a little upset over something happening in another realm of sports.
And 3 was missed by Jackson, rebounded by Jaden Johnson, and he gets it back to Jacoby Hendricks. Jacoby Hendricks still going to get on the board here in the second half. The Kokomo Cougars have done a good job of keeping him in check tonight. Lane Lauterball down low. What a move by Lane Lauterball. He's got 12.
And he's got that little spin move working, Tyler.
He's down. He's got that pat down tonight. He's looked good. Leads up to 6 for the Grenadiers. 13:25 to go here in the basketball game. Grenadiers have switched back to that zone. Maybe slow the Cougars down a little bit. Cougars are going to be down 2:10 on the shot clock. They get it to Harris. And stolen by Jacoby Hendricks. They look to push. They've got a 2-on-1. Davenport goes in. Rebounded by J.J. Reed. Late in. J.J. Reed.
Great job by J.J. Reed
Absolutely.
to be there.
And it's going to be a timeout. IUK. 13 minutes to go. IU Southeast pushes the lead to 8. Biggest of the night. We will be right back. We are back after a fast break cleanup from J.J. Reed. And the Grenadiers push the lead to 8, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see. They just got to hold this. There's still plenty of game left.
We've seen the Grenadiers switch to a zone these last couple defensive possessions. It's worked well. Get a high ball screen from Harris. Willis gets into the lane, and that's going to be a foul on, I think that's going to be on J.J. Reed. If it is, that's going to be 3 on Reed. We're not even halfway through the second half here. And that will be on J.J. Reed.
And that's a player you got to keep in this game.
Absolutely. We got to find a way. I mean, Lane Lauterball, he got 2 early fouls. He did a good job of playing defense without fouling, so him and Lane are both going to have to kind of watch where they're at right now. And the first free throw from Willis is good. He's got 13 on the night for the Cougars. He is their high point man. Willis' second shot is good, and Willis looked pretty automatic from there, and he fell. And he will be back up. But Jacoby Hendricks has been guarded very tightly by Hunter Jackson, and this is.
I mean, how many times can one man get fouled?
Yeah, I don't understand.
On one drive down the court.
They let that go way too long. He got fouled 3 times before he even crossed half court. And Jacoby Hendricks goes down hard, but it's going to be a foul on number 5, Evan Kretz. That will be his second foul of the game. And it looks like we're going to have to take a little pause here to clean the floor off. And that is exactly what we are doing.
I mean, Tyler, since we have a second, we might as well break the news to anyone who hasn't heard. Just sporting news, any baseball fan, Shohei Ohtani signs with the Dodgers, 10 years, $700 million.
And you know what the best thing about that is, Zach? That
What
he's
is
not a Chicago Cub.
And I have to disagree with you there. But, I mean, it's got to feel pretty good to make $50 a second for the next 10 years.
Absolutely. That just is phenomenal. J.J. Reed, wide open 3. Good. J.J. Reed for 3.
And, Tyler, I got to imagine that's got to feel pretty good, too.
And the lead's up to 9 now, and that's going to go back to IUS. Oh, and they stay with the Cougars. Looked like Jaden Johnson tipped that off of Harris's foot, but they kept it with IUK. 12:27 to go. IUS's lead is up to the largest of the night at 9. Kokomo does have the ball back, and it will be Harris at the top. He gets it to Jackson. Back to Willis. Grenadiers are still in. Now they are back in a man-to-man defense, and they had Newman open down low. Willis gets into the lane. Kretz is wide open. Good. Kretz gets his first basket of the night. He's on the board with a 3-pointer, and the lead is down 51-45. Caleb Brown is at the table, getting ready to check back in for the Grenadiers. Jacoby Hendricks has done a great job of running the offense without scoring tonight for the Grenadiers. Reed with another 3. J.J. Reed's feeling himself now, and he's hot. Timeout, IUK. J.J. Reed's got 17, leads back to 9. We will be right back. 11:49 to go. IUS leads 54-45. We are back at the activities building here with 11:49 to go. IUK will have the ball, but J.J. Reed just put in another 3-pointer on back-to-back possessions to raise the game total to 17, which is the highest score for both teams. Lead is up to 9 for the Grenadiers. Grenadiers look like they were going to run a full-court press there, and they call it back. Jackson has the ball for the Cougars. He gets it to Willis. Willis going to have a high ball screen from Newman. And Kretz was open down low, but Harris did not give it to him. Willis now at the top of the key, still looking. We are down to 15 on the shot clock for the Cougars. Harris has the ball guarded by Brown. He jumps into the lane. Short miss. Got his own rebound. That's going to be a foul on, I think it's going to be on Caleb Brown. And that will be Caleb Brown's 4th foul of the game, and they call it on Jacoby Hendricks. That will be Jacoby's 1st foul of the game. I think from a Grenadier standpoint, you're going to look at that as a positive, as Caleb Brown does have 9 on the night. It would have been with over halfway through the second half left, 4 fouls for Caleb probably would have put him on the bench for a little bit.
I would say so. I mean, you can't risk really losing anybody after losing Armani Carr so early in this game.
Absolutely. Caleb Brown will go to the bench, and Nolan Davenport will check back in. Harris's first shot was good. He's got 3. Harris's second shot is good. Lead is down to 7. And Grenadiers look to push it back to 9 or 10 with a 3-point basket. Jacoby Hendricks with the ball. He's looking for a little help. He gets it to J.J. Reed, who's had a great game after a slow start. J.J. Reed tried to slip the screen there. He was open. Still have some time on the clock. Davenport open in the corner. Davenport's short, but Jaden Johnson comes flying in for the rebound. And he throws it to Willis. Stolen. They get it stolen back. And the Grenadiers are going to slow it down. They got a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Jacoby Hendricks gets in the lane. He's going to take it and 1. Jacoby Hendricks. And that is 1,000 points for Jacoby Hendricks. He lays it in. He's got a chance for an and 1.
I mean,
what a better way to get 1,000.
What a better way to get 1,000. Might as well just get 1,001.
And Jacoby Hendricks just scored his 1,000th point as a Grenadier, and he can make it 1,001 with the free throw to push the lead to 10. Good. Jacoby Hendricks converts. We needed that. Jacoby now has 5. Grenadier leads up to 10. The Grenadiers have got to get a stop on defense. Let's see if we can keep pushing this lead out as we are down to 10:30 left in the first half. Jackson with a take in the lane. Almost looked like a travel, but he gets it out to Willis. Willis gets into the lane. Got 3 guys on him, and they call a foul on Jaden Johnson. He's pleading his case for being straight up, but they're going to call it on Jaden. That will be Jaden's first foul of the night, so not going to hurt too much. Willis will go to the line with a chance to cut the lead to 8. There's been some questionable calls down low tonight, Zach. It seems like on both sides, but
yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell exactly from the angle we're at what the officials are seeing, but I mean, there have been a few that have just seemed to be wrong.
Absolutely, and Willis makes the first, and he rolls it all the way around, makes his second, and that'll be 16 for Ty Willis. He's the high man for the Kokomo Cougars. That's going to be a foul on Jackson. And IUK is not happy with that call.
I mean, IUK's been pretty rough with Jacoby all night.
Absolutely. They must know something wrong with the shoulders. I mean, this is not a typical Jacoby Hendricks game. I mean,
not at all. Not at all. To only have 5 points with 10 minutes remaining. I mean,
and especially with Armani Carr out, they play so well off of each other. It's definitely been a damper for the Grenadiers tonight, but Jacoby Hendricks will take that. He makes the first free throw. He's got 6.
And I think with Carr going down, I mean, Jacoby's only supposed to play 20 minutes in this game. It doesn't seem like they have any intention of taking him out after losing Carr. And I think that shows the player he is. I mean, putting up 1,000 points definitely shows how good of a player he is, but being able to step up with a teammate down really shows the leadership and the role that he holds on this team.
100% does, and Jacoby Hendricks made both. Leads back to 10, and that's a walk right there by Harris, and that's going the other way to IUS. We've got 10 minutes to go. We're going to have a media timeout on the floor. With 10 minutes to go, IUS leads 59-49. We are back as Jacoby Hendricks just got recognized at the timeout for scoring his 1,000th point. A very cool milestone in his career. I mean, you hear of some high school players getting 1,000 points, but it's pretty rare when you hear college, so that's pretty cool. We got to watch that happen today.
I mean, he does have 1,001 more points than I'll ever have.
I think me too. So, IUS will be back on offense after the travel from Harris of the Cougars. Nolan Davenport is being guarded heavily by Kretz at the volleyball line, but he gets it back to Hendricks. Hendricks has had a great game, not scoring-wise, but he's really done a great job really just directing the offense. He's got quite a few assists tonight as well. Lane Lauterball with another spin move, and he almost converted the and one. And Lane Lauterball, he's had a pretty good night getting into the lane. He's kind of almost had that at will.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every time he has the ball on offense, he's spinning under the net, putting one up.
Absolutely, and Lane's got a chance to push his lead a little higher. And didn't want to go down for us there, but he's going to make the second one. I got a feeling he's going to make the second one. You know what? I told you. Nothing but net. Lane Lauterball scores. IUS leads 60-49.
Seems like you don't have the same curse I do when I talk about players.
Yeah, Zach, you kind of messed that one up there, but it'll be all right. Kokomo is back on offense. They have the ball to Kretz. Kretz gets it to Willis. Willis looking down low to Newman. Hadaway has not been in to guard Newman, and oh my goodness. And it's like, IUS was almost running away with the ball. I cannot believe that. I'm surprised we haven't seen Ethan Hadaway be checked back in either, Zach. I mean, when he's been in, Newman has just not really done anything.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about that. But really not having Hadaway in, and then, it seems like every time they try and defend him, they get a foul called on him.
Yeah, well, what just happened, Zach? Tell the folks at home.
Well, he did just miss that first.
So what does that mean?
It means I don't think I should say it, Tyler.
I think you did a good job by not saying anything because he missed the second one. There we go.
I was thinking it.
And a good foul by IUS, and they had numbers if they wanted to, and Jaden Johnson pulls it back. Probably a smart move. We're down to 9 minutes here to go in the second half and the basketball game, and as soon as we talk about it, Ethan Hadaway is back at the scores table with Joseph Anand for Kokomo. Davenport's open in the corner. Great shot fake. Gets it to Reed at the top. Wide open. Missed. IUS has got a chance to get the rebound, though, and it does. He's corralled by Jacoby Hendricks. Jaden Johnson's open. Gets it to Davenport in the corner for three. Nolan Davenport from the corner. IUS pushes the lead a little bit higher. 63-49. And there's a loose ball. Stolen by Davenport. Davenport's got a breakaway. Lays it in. Nolan Davenport pours it in. And the Grenadier lead's getting a little bit larger. And I got to assume we got a timeout coming here soon. Newman's working back down low. He gets it to Willis. Offensive foul. IUS charge taken by J.J. Reed, and IUS has all the momentum in the last couple minutes, and the Grenadiers have just kind of flipped another switch. J.J. Reed's going to be subbed out by Ethan Hadaway.
And, what a night for J.J. Reed. He's really, really stepped up. And really on that last offensive foul, it seemed like every Grenadier on the court knew it, and then every Cougar on the court was surprised when they called it.
That's one of those things that's like it's never clear, like what do you call, and so both sides are going to disagree, but Nolan Davenport. Nolan Davenport's got 8. The freshman from Mount Washington has had an absolute phenomenal game, 8 off the bench, and he just provided a little 5-point swing himself. With 8 minutes to go, Grenadiers pushed their lead to the largest of the night. Davenport going in, and he's going to be fouled, and he's going to the line.
And, that's been a huge thing.
Davenport can get into double figures with the make of these 2 free throws.
And, the foul has really, really only in this second half become part of Kokomo's game. It seems like every other play there's some kind of foul committed by Kokomo that has allowed the Grenadiers to get a couple more points on the board.
Absolutely. Davenport has 9 on the night, and he misses the second, rebounded by DeMyers. Kokomo's got to get going, though, if they want to catch up, as we have clicked under 8 minutes to go here in the second half. IUS leads 66-49. DeMyers gets the back up to Chin. Chin looking to set up a play Guarded by Davenport. High ball screen by Harris. Gets it in the corner to Jackson. Cut off by Lauterball. 3 from Harris. Good. Noah Harris hits the 3, and the Cougars in their scoring drought there cut the lead down to 14 with 7:30 to go. Hendricks has got the ball. He's got 7 on the night. Looking to direct. Jaden Johnson gets it to Lauterball. He gets it down to Hadaway. Hadaway being guarded by Anand. Hadaway has the size difference but couldn't corral it, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds by IUK.
Seems like a bit of an odd decision after they got that block. It just seems like they threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like anybody was wanting to get rid of the ball, and they threw it out of bounds. Lane Lauterball catches the baseline out, gets it to Jacoby Hendricks. Hendricks with a nice little jumper. Good. That's like Texas, Zach. It goes in every time, it seems like. Jacoby Hendricks up to 9 on the night.
I don't even think that touched the net. I think that just went straight through.
That was Jacoby Hendricks has seemed to heat up a little bit here in the second half. He's got 7 in the second half. And great defense by Hadaway. Harris misses, rebounded by Lauterball. We're down to 6:50 to go. Grenadiers get another basket here. It's starting to get red danger zone for the Cougars. Hendricks gets into the lane. Sees Jaden Johnson in the corner. Johnson gets through. And that's going to go to Kokomo. Hadaway thought it was touched by Anand. Touched by Hadaway, going the other way. But we talked about it kind of in the women's game, Zach, why we kind of had a little second here. This is one of the better games we've seen the men play.
Yeah, I mean, just overall, both teams seem to be playing more like a team. I mean, they've really been cohesive. They've known where their teammates were other than that one little slip up by Jacoby Hendricks earlier.
And what a great job. The Grenadiers are hustling. They're playing on the floor, and they get the loose ball, and that is exactly what you got to do if you're going to win. And, you know, we talked about it with both of the coaches before the season started, the men and the women. The men made it to the national tournament last year, and they graduated 3 starters. And the women, they lost 60 points worth of scoring. So we knew this was going to be a learning year for both teams. But, you know, as the year went on, we expect them to get better. And Lane Lauterball with another spin move and another basket. And Lane is up to 15 on the night. A 3 from Jackson is good. Hunter Jackson answers back with a 3. Lead is cut a little bit tighter there. Down to 15. IUS bringing the ball up by Jacoby Hendricks. They've kind of slowed their pace down a little bit here. We've seen the last couple minutes.
Yeah, and I kind of expected them to, with the lead they have, try and put as much pressure on the Cougars as they can, give them as little time to stage that comeback.
Lane Lauterball just wants to take it on himself. And that is going to be a travel on Lane Lauterball, and that is going back to the Cougars. That's one of the only turnovers we've seen the Grenadiers have in the second half. I think that's only their 3rd turnover of the second half, which is pretty good.
They've played really, really well as J.J. Reed's going to enter back into this game.
Jaden Johnson will check out for the Grenadiers. Oh, it will be Jacoby Hendricks checking out. Jaden Johnson will stand, and 3rd time's a charm. Nope, it is Ethan Hadaway that will check out for the Grenadiers.
Hey,
so that was a little 3-man confusion, but, you know.
Keep us on our toes a little bit, you know.
Wiley's just trying to keep us sharp up here. It's all right. But Kokomo is back on offense. Chin has the ball. He gets into the lane, gets it back to Jackson. Jackson 4-3, who's heated up here a little bit lately, but no, rebounded by Davenport. Gets it to Hendricks. Hendricks is going to slow roll the ball. Looking to set up a set half-court play here for the Grenadiers. We are down to 4:50 to go in the game. IUS lead 72-55, and it looks like we're just going to run an isolation play to Jacoby. He gets it to Davenport, who gets into the lane, has Lane Lauterball wide open for a jumper, way long. Jaden Johnson almost tipped it away. Controlled by Hunter Jackson. DeMeyers for 3, transition, good. IUK, it's the 3, leads down to 12. Timeout, IUS. We will be right back with 4:29 to go. IUS leads 72-58. Welcome back in with 4:29 to go. IUS has the ball after a timeout called by Coach Wiley Brown. One glaring stat I got to notice in this timeout was the second chance points. The Grenadiers are winning that battle 12-2, so that's something to look out for. They are winning by 12, so you can tell. I mean, Grenadiers have done a good job of getting some points off offensive rebounds here tonight. J.J. Reed has the ball, and he's looking for Lane Lauterball down low. Couldn't get him. He's screened off. They get it back to Jacoby Hendricks with 10 on the shot clock. Jacoby Hendricks gets into the lane, guarded by Chris Chin. Chin on Hendricks. We are down to 3, and it's going to be tipped and stolen. And it's going to be a shot clock violation on IUS. And with 3:58 to go, Cougars will have the ball, and they can cut the lead down to 10, Zach. It hasn't been that close in at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I wonder maybe if that substitution of J.J. Reed to go back in the game is to promote some offense from the Grenadiers.
And that was basically a walk by Harris, but it doesn't matter because he missed the layup, and it was rebounded by J.J. Reed. Grenadiers need to get a bucket here. Lane Lauterball and Jackson are fighting down low, and that looked like a foul, and another foul on Jackson, and Lane Lauterball. I mean, this game's starting to get really kind of aggressive and rough, Zach.
And I mean, it doesn't really look like it's all the way around. I mean, most of the aggression we're just seeing is from Hunter Jackson.
Yeah, he is, but the Grenadiers have the ball back in. They had a fresh 20. We are down to 10 on the shot clock. Hendricks directing the offense. They're looking to move some. Gets a slip screen from Lauterball. 3 from Reed. Rebounded by Lane Lauterball. He gets in. He makes the spin move. Great move, Lane Lauterball. And once again, second chance points, Raz.
We've been seeing that all night from Lauterball, that little spin move and then just laying it up.
He's got 17. And Davenport tipped the ball out. It's going to stay with IUK. We're down to 3:15 to go in the game.
Seems like a little bit of disagreement from Davenport there, but, you know, again, just a little bit of disagreement from the official down there on the left side of the court.
Absolutely. I think that you could watch any basketball game and see disagreement on any call. So,
yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Chin with a jumper, had J.J. Reed all over him. They're going to call a foul on Lauterball. That's looked like it was almost over the back as well. There's just so many just half and half fouls. That foul will be on Lauterball. That will be Lane's third foul, and you got to think he had 2 fouls with 12 minutes to go in the first half. So how good of defense he's played to not foul the rest of the game to just not get his third.
I think every player for the Grenadiers tonight realizes the kind of situation they're in with losing Carr early and Jacoby not being 100%. And they've done a really good job of doing their best to stay on the court and filling in that roles. And it's really been a team effort all night.
Absolutely. Anand's first shot goes in. He's got 9. Could cut the lead down to 12 if he can make this second free throw. Anand's second free throw is good. Leads down to 12, 2:59 to go. And the full court press is back on for IUK. Jacoby Hendricks, if he can run here, he looks like he might be able to beat the trap. He will. Gets it across half court. We have 2:45 to go in the game, and the Grenadiers are going to slow down the offense a little bit. Just like the women's game, you know, the clock's your friend when you get down here late. You don't have to do anything too crazy. Run a couple set plays, get some baskets. Just kind of let the clock tick away. We're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the shot clock, and Hendricks is not going to get a shot up. And
that's 2 late shot clock violations from the Grenadiers.
Yeah, they are trying to tick the time away, but you've got to still find a way to get a shot up for that tactic to be effective.
Yep.
So we will see. IUS has still got to play defense. The lead's 12, and with 2:20 left, it's still possible. Hunter Jackson with the ball. Gets it down to DeMeyers. DeMeyers cut off by Jaden Johnson. We got 2 guys cutting to the lane. Harris lays it in for 2. Leads down to 10. And the Cougars are going to put back on that full court press, and they baseball it to Johnson. Lauterball wide open. Lane Lauterball lays it in.
There.
Great passing from Hendricks to Johnson to Lauterball. Lay it in. Leads back up to 12. DeMeyers gets it up to Harris, up to Chin, back to Jackson. Jackson being guarded by Johnson. They gets into the lane. It's a little bit of a push-off. Anand tried to get it rebounded by Lauterball. And Jacoby Hendricks is going to slow it down. 1:40 to go. Grenadiers lead by 12. We are down to 15 on the shot clock. Hendricks continues to dribble at the top of the key, almost stolen by DeMeyers. That lets Hendricks get right by him, and Hendricks throws it up, and that's not going to work. IUS has got to get back on defense to stop Chin here. Chin gets into the lane. Blocked by Davenport.
Really good job by Davenport there.
Absolutely, getting back. Harris for three. Good. Noah Harris hits the three. Leads down to 9, and we are down to a minute to go, and they're going to be all over Hendricks on this press. He gets it to Lauterball, and the Grenadiers have done a good job. They got it across. Johnson's wide open if he wants to go for a shot. No! Hit every piece but the rim, but it was last touched by Chin. And with 52 seconds to go, the Grenadiers have a 9-point lead, and they will have a baseline out to try to extend the lead.
I mean, that just hurts to see Jaden Johnson put that ball up. It looked like it was in for the first 75% of its course and then just slips out at the end.
Absolutely. I think Coach Wiley Brown almost wanted Jaden Johnson to just pull it back out. White 2 with the foul. That was a foul on Chris Chin with the hold. It was on DeMeyers. And the Grenadiers will have a chance to go to the line, and it will be J.J. Reed, and we need both of these right here. With a minute to go, these 2 free throws could make it pretty tough to come back.
It's actually Jacoby Hendricks going to the line.
Jacoby Hendricks is going to the line. Jacoby Hendricks could get into double figures. And it thought about it, just not quite.
Bo's doing a lot of thinking.
Yes, it is. He can still get into double figures with this free throw. 52 seconds to go. Grenadiers lead 74-65. Jacoby, second shot, in and out again. I mean, got to play defense now. Chris Chin with the ball. He gets it to DeMeyers. DeMeyers gets into the lane. He passes it to a cutting Chin. Stolen by Lane Lauterball. What great hands by Lane. He just caught that pass. Chin was going down. We are down to 35 to go. 9-point lead for IUS, and they will not foul. The Cougars will not. If I'm IUS, I'm running the shot clock all the way down.
I mean, might as well. I mean, it only really gives the Cougars one opportunity to put a shot up, and he can't score 9 points.
Lane Lauterball for the dagger, in and out. Rebounded by Johnson. Should stay with IUS. It was tipped away by Chin. This game, I mean, it's over. We got 17 seconds to go. IUS is up 9.
It's going to give IUS the last shot. As long as they can keep possession of the ball.
Yeah, I'd say that if they get this in here, I'd say that the Cougars are probably going to instantly foul. See what we can get. And then if he makes both, I'd say it's going to be pretty tough. They get it to Reed. And they will not foul Reed. It looks like IUS, if they want to, they can dribble this out. And IUK looks like they are content with letting it run out. And IUS is going to win with a pretty good win here for the Grenadiers, as they're going to move to 5-6, 2-2 in the RSC. They just knocked off IU Kokomo. Kokomo goes to 8-2, 0-2 in the RSC. What a day from IUS men's and women's basketball as they sweep the River States Conference games over IU Kokomo. We will be back with you guys the 16th. Until then, roll Deers. It was a good day, Zach.
It was a good day. Roll Deers.